Just like MIT, we want to check our errors in NPR on a daily basis. As the next few screens show, we can select them by application, or in this case, we'll select every application, click on the Summary button, get a list of unique error messages and the number of occurrences from the Summary screen, and then from the Details screen, we can optionally drill into a message for more detail. We're looking for the same things we do in MAT: primary key errors, errors that occur repeatedly, day after day, and so on. In this example, where we have what's called a skipped sequence message, we want to make sure this error self-resolves. The table involved is in fact a temporary structure that holds data during the data transfer process, so it's not critical. If, on the other hand, it were an actual DR table, it would be worth opening a task with Meditech to resolve it. We also periodically want to check our exceptions in NPR, only looking into tables that we're using for reports. Remember that these are minor truncation of data or other data mismatch errors that occur on non-primary key columns. The NPR File Maintenance Summary screen shows us the status of the file maintenance for each application. And again, this is a pretty bulletproof process that runs every night, so there's no need to intervene typically here. And lastly, in NPR, we can see the parameter settings for the activity logs, error logs, etc. to ensure they're set appropriately. Not too long, not too short. This is interesting, actually. The activity days are a bit high at 21, while the error log days at 5 are pretty short. I'd recommend changing these to 14 days and 7 respectively, at least as a general guideline. Lastly, before we finish, there are some other features both inside and outside of Meditech that you should also keep in mind as necessary. The DR application has other routines that let you look up information about tables and fields in DR, like mapping them from SQL back to their Meditech structures, as well as statistics about tables like rows, most recent update, and the like. We don't typically cover those here, since all these functions can be done from SQL tables in your DR database. And finally, if you're either a SQL database administrator or a system administrator for the entire server, including the hardware and operating system, all those maintenance and operational tasks happen outside of Meditech, with SQL Server Management Studio, Windows System Tools, or other third-party management tools you may be using. That finishes our review of the maintenance and operational functions in the Meditech DR module. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about Acmeware's training options, feel free to send me an email or visit our website. If you're an existing client, you can also reach out to us from our customer support portal. Our website has lots of other DR resources, including our DR Network library, DR Talk blog, and links to other training information. Acmeware, your data repository experts for over 20 years.